Big game breakdown here on Sportsbet. The Cavs and the Wizards, NBA on TNT. Right now, Cleveland, let's call it minus 5.5, 220.5. The Cavs as home favorites against Washington. Take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. These two teams right now, number 3 and number 4 in the East. I don't think either one's going to catch Boston for number 2. The question is, can they stay ahead of the rest of the pack with the Pacers, Bucks, and 76ers all lapping at their heels? Of course, this is a Cavs team that went through that really ugly run. 7-13 straight up between Christmas and the blockbuster deals. I mean, things were falling apart. Now they only have 26 games left. They may need all 26 of those games to come together and be ready for the playoffs. Remember, they're still going to have to make another major adjustment when Kevin Love comes back, about a month from now. And LeBron James on Sunday night after the All-Star game, talking on TNT, you get me in the playoffs, 1 seed or 8 seed, I get a chance to go to the finals. You wonder, is there an editorial statement there saying chance to go to the finals versus a chance to win the championship? Cavs, even if they get there, they got a lot of work to do. Here's LeBron's quote. We have a lot of work to do. We just added 4 new guys before the break, and we have a lot of work to do. So I don't really like to think that too far ahead. But obviously, winning championships is what it's all about. That's what this league is all about. And hopefully, the end of the road, and I have the Cavs there to actually compete for one, to be back in the finals representing the East. So that's my goal, getting back. That's the right thing to say. I wouldn't be too worried about Cleveland having a loser's mentality here. LeBron, all right, we got to get the finals before we lose. I don't sense that. And now they got a chance to build some better defense. You have a major defensive upgrade on the wing with Larry Nance and a major defensive upgrade at the guard position in George Hill. J.R. Smith was guarding the best opposing guard before George Hill got on the team. And, of course, it's not just the defensive end. Only 2 games since that quartet's been playing. What are the average? 48.5 points and shooting 51% from the field between them. They've been impact players on both ends of the court. Tyronn Lue, quote, I don't see them being scared or being afraid of the moment. Of course, that nice run before the break for Cleveland. They weren't the only team that had a nice run before the break. The Wizards, a funny position for Washington. They're only 1.5 out of the number 3 spot. Yet they're only 4 games out from being out of the 4 games up from being out of the playoffs entirely. There's still no John Wall. He's not even running yet, so there's no timetable whatsoever for his return. Scott Brooks, he's been juggling things pretty well without Wall. 7-2 straight up, 7-2 against the spread. And you look at the 2 losses for Washington on that run before the All-Star break. One of them came in overtime against Boston. No shame there. The other one came on the second night of back-to-backs at Philly. No shame there. 7-2 straight up and both losses. Say, all right, no problem. You look at the offense and the defensive numbers for the Wizards since John Wall got hurt, and it's real serious. It's very clear. Look at that graphic. Defense is the same. The offense has gotten better. The ball has moved better without John Wall in the lineup. And now, of course, the schedule is going to pick up for the Wizards. The remaining schedule based on current win-loss records, the toughest in the Eastern Conference, number 3 in the entire NBA. So the Wiz do have a tough backstretch of the season. And of course, now teams have a chance to game plan for the likes of Tomas Satoransky and Tim Frazier. Frazier, by the way, has a broken nose. He's going to wear one of those masks tonight that looks pretty freaky. That's a duo that I worry about, considering the Wizards' recent success has largely been offense-based. And I worry about how they went into the break. They rallied from 27 down to beat the Knicks right before the break. Stole one Madison Square Garden. Here's a quote from Bradley Beal. Quote, we take advantage of the All-Star break because we got a lot of guys banged up. We still got John out. I think the break came at a good time, although we were definitely on a nice little run. We finished off well going into All-Star weekend. We've got to pick it up right where we left off. Sometimes that's easier said than done. I worry about the Wizards being able to find that nice place they were in right before the All-Star break. Right now, for me, Cleveland, I'm either betting on them or I'm not involved in the game, despite the fact the Cavs in 27 home games this season have covered a grand total of 6 point spreads. They've been the worst team in the NBA ATS for the season, which potentially gives them a good notch or two bit of value right now. Cleveland or pass for this better in this NBA on TNT showdown. More big game breakdowns coming up next right here on SportsBit. Betting insight today from SBRpicks.com. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the games.